You're watching me. Welcome to Bacon with Bakey. I'm your host, Bakey. I just want to say thanks for everybody out there in YouTube world watching me, Bacon with Bakey. I couldn't do this without you. Appreciate you watching and subscribing and liking my videos. So tonight we're going to do what has to be the best banana pudding I've ever had in my life. It is from this bakery called Magnolia Bakery in New York City. I had the pudding there, found the recipe online, so I was like, I'll try making that at home. And wouldn't you know it, that was the best pudding ever. It won't compare exactly to the Magnolia Bakery pudding, but it comes close. So try this at home. It's a two-step process because the first time you've got to refrigerate the pudding overnight, then to add that to your second step, which will catch me tomorrow for that second step, or in the same video. You got it. Anyhow, so getting back to it. So this first step, as you can tell, the ingredients for the whole recipe are heavy whipping cream, bananas, of course, vanilla pudding. No, vanilla wafers, vanilla pudding. Caught me on that one. And a can of sweetened condensed milk. So for this first step, it's pretty easy. We're just adding the sweetened condensed milk and water and the vanilla pudding. I'm just mixing it together, and we're going to refrigerate that overnight. So first I'm going to take the 14-ounce can. I am using this generic 14-ounce can of sweetened condensed milk. While you're watching this recipe, if it's your first time here, welcome. If not, you can always leave some comments down below. If there's some recipe you remember as a child or something you really don't know how to make and you want to figure out maybe a quick, easy way, let me know and I'll see what I can do for y'all. But if it's your first time here, welcome. Please like and subscribe the video so I can keep making more and bring this to your door or to your living room, your bedroom, wherever you watch me. Thanks again for watching. So to the 14-ounce can of sweetened condensed milk, we are going to add 1.5 cups of ice cold water. It has to be ice cold, not just luke tap water, but ice cold. So last time I made this, 1.5 cups was actually just a regular water bottle that I refrigerated and used for the recipe. Tonight I got it out of my refrigerator water dispenser, so it's ice cold. So we're just going to mix these two ingredients together until well combined, 30 seconds or a minute. And if y'all want to double this recipe or triple this recipe, if you're making for party or schools or whatever, that's a good way to do it as well. Last time I made it, I tripled the recipe. And I made a couple bowls for friends, and then I also did individual cups. So if somebody wanted individual serving, I did that as well. So it came in handy. So we're going to take the 3.4-ounce box of vanilla pudding. I just used the generic brand. You can use any vanilla pudding, works well for this recipe. And you just pour it in your bowl that you already have the water and sweetened condensed milk. Again, like and subscribe. So you're going to mix this, beat it well for about 2 minutes or so, or less, until it's just well combined. Then what you're going to do is cover it with just saran wrap or plastic wrap and refrigerate overnight. And then when you catch me back here, I will continue the recipe after the next day. So just keep mixing it until well combined. Looks well combined to me. And this is what it looks like after that first step. Well combined with your sweetened condensed milk, your ice cold water, and your 3.4-ounce box of vanilla pudding. Catch me back in a few minutes to see what the next step is and how we make this delicious pudding. Actually, it's going to be 3 steps in all. I'll refrigerate this overnight. Then the next day, I'll add all the other ingredients. I can make whipped cream for this. and then refrigerate that. Then the third step is putting it all together with the vanilla wafers and the cut up bananas. Catch you soon. Again, like and subscribe. See you soon. Welcome back to Baking with Bakey. So glad you joined me to finish this recipe for the Magnolia Bakery banana pudding. Again, this is an awesome pudding. Best pudding me and my family have ever had as far as banana pudding goes. For this second step, what we're utilizing is 3 cups of heavy cream. I'm going to whip this into stiff peaks. We're using bananas. I usually like to use little riper bananas, but this is all I had on hand, but it'll work just fine. But usually bananas that are just turned ripe. That's the best bananas to use. We're gonna probably eat this tomorrow, so the bananas will be fine. But if you're gonna eat it in a couple days, then you want bananas that are a little more ripe. And then vanilla wafers. So we're gonna put it together. I'm gonna put it together in 2 ways: one in a bowl, and then one in individual serving cups. So when we get to that step, I'll show you. But first, we're going to get our pudding out of the refrigerator that we had from yesterday. It's overnight refrigerated, so it's good to go there. What we're going to do is take this 3 cups of heavy cream, and what I learned a long time ago was when you're going to make whipped cream, you get a bowl, put it in your freezer. This has been freezing for about 3 to 4 hours now, so it's nice and cold. That way, when you're beating your heavy cream, it's going to turn out. It's going to turn out nice and fluffy with the stiff peaks you're looking for. I actually learned that from my wife's grandmother. So here we go. I got my mixer. It's going to take a little bit, probably I'd say 3 to 5 minutes until it forms in stiff peaks. As you can see, there's my whipped cream, and I just beat it for a while. So we're beating this. It's a little noisy, but I'll speed it up and sometimes I also like to add vanilla. Do it just to get a little more vanilla texture if you want. But that's up to you. See how it's doing? There's nothing like homemade whipped cream. I usually do this too when I'm making strawberry pizzas or strawberry pie, which right now the farmers just planted their strawberries where I'm at. So that will be another couple months before strawberry season here, and we'll do some probably some strawberry shakes, and we'll do some strawberry pizzas, and everything strawberry in that month of probably January, February. Stay tuned for that. And while watching this, like and subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. Any comments, questions, please let me know down below. As you can see, it's starting to form into peaks. We want stiff peaks. That is the best kind of whipped cream, is when it's got the peaks going on. Because the next step is going to be adding in the banana pudding, or the pudding, vanilla pudding, that I've had sitting overnight. Makes a delicious treat. And everybody I've made this for cannot believe how good this banana pudding is. As you can tell, it's starting to form the peaks, and it's been about 3 to 4 minutes now. Almost done with this step. So if you can see here, this is the This is a consistency I typically like. It's got some peaks to it. I'll probably mix it for one more second or so. So we're good there. You got the consistency that I want there. Let me move this real quick. And now I'm back. So what we're going to do is gently fold the whipped cream into the pudding mixture. And what I do is typically get a wooden spoon. I'm going to actually fold this into the pudding mixture. And when we're folding it in, we just want to get rid of the pudding streaks in it and just mix it together thoroughly. Now usually you can use a mixer, but I prefer to hand mix this one. Hope everybody's day is going well. You're getting ready for, I think Halloween's coming up next week. So I think it's going to be a great Halloween, great weather. A lot of ghouls and goblins out there. I know my daughter's getting ready to dress up in a Resident Evil costume, so that should be fun. And I don't know what I'll go as this Halloween. If you have any suggestions, let me know. So we've got this pretty well mixed already. Didn't take too long. Just get some more of the whipped cream out. And then what we're going to do after it's all mixed together, it's going to be a little liquidy still because it's going to have to go back in the refrigerator for a little while longer. I usually leave it 3 to 4 hours before I enjoy this delectable banana pudding. You can even leave it in overnight and serve the next day. So what the assembly is going to be vanilla wafers and bananas. So I'm going to do vanilla wafers on the bottom, then bananas and pudding. Let's try this out. So we'll get some vanilla wafers. I already dumped them in a bowl. And so we're going to use this bowl. I think I got enough cups here too for individual servings. There we go. That's in this little bowl. I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10 wafers on the bottom. On the cups, I usually do 2 on the bottom. So we move the box out of the way. Hopefully you can see that now. I usually do 2 on the bottom. And these are great things for a party or just to get together. Or other thing is just great to keep in your house. Put in the fridge when you're hungry for a sweet treat. You got a sweet treat right here. It's called your banana pudding. So we do the vanilla wafers. Then we're going to do some bananas. Again, these should have been a little more unripe. Just barely ripe. I cut these a little while ago. That's why they're turning brown already. But I typically use more one that's fresh. But this will do because, again, I said we're going to eat this right later today and tomorrow. And then we will have no more banana pudding until my next episode of whatever Bakey is going to bake. I need some suggestions out there. Do you have any suggestions what Bakey should bake next? Feel free to comment below down. And also, if you would, like and subscribe. We need more subscribers. I'd like to get another, let's say, 400 or 500. That'd be great. But I will take all these views right now. I enjoy doing this. And what I am going to utilize here, I'll use this spoon. Looks so delicious. So I'm just going to take the pudding I have here and just scoop it till it covers so I see no more bananas or wafers. And the same thing I'll do with these cups here. It's a little messy, but the great thing is it cleans up easy. If you ever go to New York City, this is where I got the recipe from is Magnolia Bakery in New York City. It's a small little bakery I've been to a couple times, and they have other sweet treats other than banana pudding, but it's their specialty there in New York. And don't these look pretty? Good for a little party, a little get together. Even Thanksgiving, you make them for along with your pumpkin pie and your apple pie. You can do some banana pudding. So what I'm going to do is layer it with some more of the vanilla wafers. And I just bought the store brand. You can buy any brand you like. They all works well in this recipe. I like to do recipes that are easy to make and really don't cost a whole lot of money in times like this. And something that everybody's going to enjoy. I really was never a fan of banana pudding until I tried this, so I've become a fan in my young age here. Okay, so we did the wafers, and we're going to take some more bananas that I sliced, and we're just going to place about 2 to 3 onto these little cups. And then I already have one of these made up. I will show you when we is good to go. And so then what I will do is in these little cups, I will top with another layer of pudding mixture, shall I say. And then this one too, I will also put some more bananas. And then I'll top this with the pudding mixture as well, which is, again, we used 3 cups of heavy cream, and we whipped that together to make whipped cream. And then we mix that into the pudding. And then my final step to do is to take a few of these and just crush them up in your hand and just put them, make a nice little decoration on the top. And by the way, yes, my hands are washed. They're clean. And this is going to be like a good summertime treat, fall treat, anytime treat. So this is a finished product of that. As you can see, it is delicious to eat. And I also pull out one that I've had already. This is what I do with it. I put some saran wrap on it. And that way when you're ready to eat, you just pull the saran wrap off. You grab a spoon. And you dig in and enjoy. That is a great sweet treat to have. Again, thank you for watching Bacon with Bakey, and I'll catch you next time.